But does this lead me anywhere? Nope, just in circles. Alright. Let's check up here. I feel like this might take me to where I'm trying to go, and the church might just be its own thing. Which I will still check out. There's Siegward here. Oh, we're back in the dungeon. That bodes very well for me. Whoa. What's going on here? There's something invisible here. Oh! Yep. Huh. They're invisible now. Sure. Why wouldn't they be? Fine. Cool. That's what I was hoping would happen. We'll pull out the torch to try to illuminate them. There are now invisible guys around here. Oh. There's another one over there? So the torch doesn't work. Hey, it's the rats. I guess I'll just keep moving. Jailer's keyring. That's another jail item. Is that all that's up here? Hi. Nope, nope, nope. Oh, I guess they already got me. Just gonna have to live with that. Why were they invisible? And how did I miss the first one? Weird. So there was another keyring. What was the other one for than I already had? Jailer's keyring, Irithyll jailer ring filled with many keys. Ring of keys to the Irithyll Dungeon held by the jailer opens most cell doors. On what grounds do they remain imprisoned? Considering that, by now, they are mindless hollows or unrealized gibbering fools. Well, I don't really see anywhere else to go around here, besides dropping down. But I don't think we can open his door, because there's not a door on that side. And I don't think we hand him the keys, because there's a locked door at the beginning by the first dungeon. The first bonfire I found had a key, a locked door there. So I clearly have to go back there, and it would be weird if I had to give them to Siegward, because then we'd lose the keys, and I don't think you lose keys in any game. So at this point, best guess would be that the inside of this church would lead me to him, and yeah, that's really the only way to interpret it at this point. Something inside here must lead me there. Well, oh. Glad I went this way. That's probably important. Wrath of the Gods. There's a miracle for the books. Creates a powerful shockwave, primal form of force. Wrath of the Gods is an epic tale, while Force is a woefully incomplete version of that yarn. There are primal accounts of profound fury amidst a shockwave that also inflicts damage. So that's a fun one. Force is just a sad little shockwave, but a Wrath of the Gods is a destructive force, and that's the one you think of if you've ever been hit by something that seems like force. What the fuck? That is a hand. Are those the things with the weird faces? No, that's just a hand in the front. Have I seen that before? It has a hand head. That's fucking creepy looking. I might as well confirm that it's hostile first. That's another mimic, of course. Of course it is. Psych, you can't reach me! Psych! 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 You know what you did? You deserve this. Where you go? You broke my line of sight. Stop that. Aw. Now I'm sad. Oh well. Oh, that's not good. That's not what I was going for. Why are you all mimics? Why is there so many mimics? Just have a chest. It's okay. You can have a chest. Oh. That was concerning. Court sorcerer staff. That was concerning how... I thought the item might actually levitate somewhere where I can't get it. Beware of tough enemy. That guy? Oh, the chest. Yeah, whatever. Court sorcerer's staff. Catalyst used by court sorcerers of the Profaned Capital. Very powerful when wielded with an exceptionally intelligent sorcerer. The court sorcerers laid claim to the legacy of the renowned Big Hat Logan, going so far as to emulate him with copies of the staff he used. Steady chant boosts the strength of sorceries for very short periods, works while equipped with either hand. On one hand, it seems like bad fan service stuff. Oh god. What the fuck are you? Ew. Oh, it has hands that have too many fingers too. And its chest is covered in eyes. Oh, he's rolling. He's rolling. Oh! Wow, that's a versatile moveset. Just the number of directions you can go in without actually having to, like, rotate towards you. Hoo-hoo. I was about to get grabbed. So, on the topic of how we idolize every character from Dark Souls 1, on one hand, it feels like bad fan service to be constantly doing that, because it's like, it just seems silly at some point, like, every single person from Dark Souls 1 is just such a big hero, and everyone idolizes him, and here's 15 places where they worshipped him. But on the other hand, I think they really did, like, if they linked the fire, like, they did continue the all of humanity, so I guess it was somewhat earned, wasn't it? Let's see, we're looking for Court Sorcerer, there we go. Robe worn by court sorcerers of the Profaned Capital. The formal gold stitching suggests that they may have also been oracles. There are many sorcerers who claim heirship to the great sage Big Hat Logan, and the Profaned Capital houses one of 2 leading schools. So just all around the world, everyone's worshipping Logan for sorceries. I mean, he's the guy that the funny thing is that in reality... Oh, look, they had garbage! Woo! Which... Once again, it was like, just to show the exact concept I've explained before, they put treasure up on a cliff somewhere, and you're like, I haven't been there yet, how do I get to that? And then that's what gets to keep exploring. And I've mentioned before that it's usually just kind of garbage. This time it was literally garbage. Just actual literal garbage. Was one of you an illusionary wall? No? Really? Weird, it's just kind of a dead end. Alright, that takes me there, but I guess I'll have to drop down and go in the front door if I want to fight the rest of the guys. Because nothing else is going to happen right here. Maybe I can get through here? Yeah, I can probably get to the front door without poisoning myself. Die! Yeah, this will probably work. It'll probably hurt. I'm a little concerned. Ow. Didn't feel great, but I got through it. Alright. Yeah, but little do they know, Big Hat Logan, while probably good at sorceries, was ultimately a guy who just obsessed over them and ultimately just was driven mad by his continued desire. At least that's what seemed to be what happened, is he found his way to the archives and then just lost his mind. Oh no, there's 2 of them. Didn't mean to do that. Not what I was going for. Burn! That wasn't very effective. Gross. Gross. Enjoy the nightmares. Do. Huh. Oh no, he came through. I thought they couldn't do that. Well, shitbag. Well, shit balls in a bag. All the shitbags, all up in the hizzy. Alright, I'm toxic now. I'm gonna go over here now. Prefer not to get stuck over there. Quickly. There we go. Toxic's fixed at least, and now I'm inside. That's something. Huh. Ooh, he corrected his path a bit. Nope. Ew, they're all hairy and gross. It's like seeing your stepdad naked or something. No, bad touch. Bad touch. Oh, I'm being covered in plinkets. This is horrible. No, don't kill me, please. Oh. That sucks. Alright, that was horrifying. I just got covered in every direction at once by them. There wasn't much escaping at that point. Gross. Alright, there goes my last piece of toxic. Oh, he's awake. I didn't even go inside this time. That bodes poorly for me. Here comes the charge. That's the grab, right? Oh! Oh! No, get out. No, I just unpoisoned myself. Okay. Yeah, the worst place to fight these guys is in confined spaces, and that's kind of where they taunt you into fighting them. Watch out, he's gonna poop on me. He likes to sit. Oh, he missed me somehow. So freaking gross looking. Get off here. Ew. Alright, ooh. Dung pie. We got Eleonora. Got a new weapon. Eleonora. Strange weapon found among malformed inhabitants of the Profaned Capital. The profane flame was triggered by the curse of these women, relatives of a certain oracle, but despite their culpability, they went on living without any cares. Skill, Feast Bell. Hold up axe and wave to emit a solemn chime to temporarily make weapons lacerating, and to restore hit points for each hit. 20 strength required, a little bit of scaling, but not a ton. Interesting. So these things were afflicted. They're apparently women. They were afflicted, but they just kept going on. Did they stay dead when I killed them? It seems like there was only one this time when there was 3 before. Could really use those souls back if you don't mind. There we go. Don't mind me. That's a whole level's worth of souls right there. Or at least it is now. Yep. No, thank you. Nope. Nope. Whoo! Double roll. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. Whoo! Nope. None of that, please. It's dead where it belongs. Freaking, what are these leftover Bloodborne monsters they just didn't use? Because it's right up there with that level of creepy. I feel like nothing was that messed up in the original game. 3 purging stones. Is that all that's here? Is that... Wait. I thought this was gonna go somewhere. Oh no. Secret wall? No secret walls. But how will I Siegmeyer? Huh. Hello. Try jumping. Oh. Missed that. Missed that minor detail. Wow, that's subtle. Let's be careful here. Don't miss. Hoo. Never trust jumping in this game. Ever. Never comfortable with it. Something's always gonna go wrong. Oh, we're heading in the same direction. Hey! Friend!
My liberation.
Oh, no new dialogue for coming up on this side. He's not surprised at all. It's locked. What? What do you mean it's locked? What about I get the jailer's key ring? Is that not it?
My liberty.
What? Well, back at the beginning, can I now can I open this door? Yep, there's the jailer's key. So what's behind you? A rusted gold coin! Fuck me, that was not worth it. Wait, there's items up there. Oh! There's a path I haven't taken yet. Ow. Rude. This zone really likes its rats. So last time I went right, so it's time to go forward then. This must have led to the jail area full of the weakening nuns everywhere. That's a basilisk sound. Soul of a weary warrior. Where's the basilisk at? I can hear it. I think that's what that is. Nope. That's probably a mimic, huh? It has a weird lighting engine effect on it. Is one of you doors not real? I can clearly hear a basilisk over there. It's weirding me out. That's probably a minute. Yeah. You guys see that, right? Look at the lighting engine. It actually renders the enemy differently from the chest. I guarantee you one of those is a mimic, because one of them's actually lit differently than the other one, and it's not just because they're in a different part of the room. Like the one on the right's darker, because the lighting engine treats things differently. I was wrong about which one was the mimic, but yeah, this one's a mimic, and this one's part of the environment. What do we have here? Old cell key. That's exactly what I was hoping for. Key to the oldest cell in Irithyll Dungeon. Cool, so it specifically opens one cell, which is probably his. The first prisoner of the dungeon was a lone giant, calls for men were built at his feet. Oh, hey, basilisks. I knew you were coming. I knew you were coming, and that's why I started running around while I had that menu open. I heard the little pitter-patter feet. I'm like, we better start walking or something. So I just started running in circles in case I was getting attacked, but ultimately basilisks work a different way. Ow. Yeah, not really worthwhile to try to use my... Oh shit! I'm about to die. Ooh, we got way more full than I was expecting. These guys are dicks. They really filled this place in. Yeah, this place really gives you the vibes of the sewer area from Dark Souls 1 by having it fill up with basilisks like this. Uh-oh. We're going to get past this before they kill me. Oh, crap. Well, crap. I thought it was less full than that. Maybe I'm wrong, but maybe did I blink at the wrong time? I thought I was at 75% cursed. I thought I could still move. Oh well. That might be the most basilisks I've ever seen in such a cramped place. Well, since I'm around here anyway, I figured I'd come back through and try to look for locked doors, and this appears to be one of them. There we go. There's the jail key ring. It said it opens just about every door, which means it has to open something besides the one right there, right? Something gonna attack me? Something's freaking out of me. Prisoner Chief's ashes. Umbral Ash of the Prisoner Chief of the Catacombs. The Prisoner Chief used his clout to hoard all manner of things, but died without putting them to use. Here we go. Oh, this opens too. That's a potential shortcut, but it's just... Yeah, it's just the same room. Man, he really was the Prisoner Chief. Hi, friend. Oh, right, I think that's the one that expands into being a bunch of leeches or something. Or the maggots or whatever. But yeah, I figured, I guess he must have used his clout to get a nice, like, 2-room jail cell with an extra view. I think all of these doors are open. Yep, don't need to use my key here. But yeah, I figured there'd be more places to open because the key specifically says that it opens most doors, and like, that certainly implies more than one. So I'm realizing that part of what's happening here is that it's a return of the Deacon's problem of I'm a rapier build and there's just a large horde of enemies, which is hard to take out with a rapier. Let's just move. We just need to keep luring them towards us and try to stay out of the fog as best we can. No! Ah! Damn it. Alright, one of these attempts has to be successful, damn it. So I'm thinking we need to run the opposite direction instead. I need to run towards the other direction so I don't get pinned in here, because they really trap you and then you're just screwed. The faster I can get any of them to go down, the better. The jumping's really frustrating, by the way. Because the jumping's what makes it hard to kill them. Because they're not durable, but I hit one of them once, and then he jumps up in the air, and then I can't... God damn it, they all jump! Stop jumping. Get out of there. Get out of there. There we go. Oh, shit. Yeah, they're fast kills, which is not a big deal. But the jumping means that I hit them once each, then they jump, and then I can't hit them again, and I'm covered in enemies. It's all a bad time. Oh yeah, running this way definitely fixed things up a bit. Careful. Oh, shit. Still almost let it fill up. Are there any left? Is that was the last one? Alright. Still a little proud of myself for telling the difference between these two guys, because you can tell from the lighting that they're different from each other. Couldn't quite tell which one was which necessarily, but that's... The important thing was picking out a difference. Humans are always better at picking out differences than anything else. Uh-oh. Alright. So, I wonder if this is genuinely a Dark Souls 2 mimic or not. He's moving differently. I don't know if I should think that that's because there's is it because there's a low ceiling? Yeah, even at the end he didn't try to stand up. All the way up to the end, all he tried to do was flip over instead of standing up. Alright, we've got a new ring, the clutch ring. We also got a new ring earlier, the curse bite ring we found in the poison swamp area. One of the bite rings native to Karim increases curse resistance. The crafting of these rings is forbidden, perhaps owing to a fear of malleable stone. Clerics, however, dabble freely in the art. Then there's the one we just found, which I definitely did not just already forget. Oh yeah, magic dark clutch ring. Ring depicting a hand grasping a purple stone. Increases dark attack, but compromises damage absorption. An old fable in Londor claims that the lure of the clutch ring reaches out to the crestfallen who might otherwise be overcome by despair. So it's a dangerous ring that someone like the crestfallen knight, for example, would go after, where they will try to use that ring because it seems to have great power, and they feel like they don't have power of any kind anymore. It's their last resort, but it actually ends up increasing their likelihood of failing due to the increased damage that they sustain. Alright, let's give the handmaiden the prisoner chief's ashes.
Gracious, passing fine ash thou'st given. Let this ash bestow nourishment. I only hope these new wares content thee.
Can we spot them? This moss fruit might be new. Ooh. Blooming purple moss clump might be new. Ooh, rime blue moss clump. Reduces frost buildup. I've never seen that before, I don't think. Moss clump radiating gentle heat and light. Reduces frost buildup, cures frostbite status. Frost accumulates in the body, causing frostbite, which saps one's health, lowers absorption, and slows stamina recovery. Weapons imbued with frost are a rare thing indeed, most of them originating from Boreal Valley. Dried finger. Isn't that how you turn, Oh. Summon an extra phantom, but get invaded by a dark spirit. Fun. Fun, fun, fun. Canvas talisman. A lot of items around here. Chain, undead. There's a new one. Carla's pointed hat and coat. The crazy witch set. Looks a lot like the Izalith set in particular. Coat of dark witch Carla. This stained coat is torn and odorous, telling of a long journey and even longer imprisonment. It would be madness to wear such a thing. Totally gonna wear it on one of my characters at some point because it looks ridiculous. Surely I have the right key now. Surely. Yes. Friend. Ooh. Covetous gold serpent ring. There's one. That's noteworthy. That's the one that gives you more item find, right? Fallen foes more likely to drop items. A gold ring depicting a snake that could have been but never was a dragon. Fallen foes are more likely to drop items. Snakes are known as creatures of great avarice, devouring prey even larger than themselves by swallowing them whole. If one's shackles are cause for discontent, perhaps it is time for some old-fashioned greed.
Ah, you are a saint. Once again, you are my valiant savior. I, Siegward of Katarina, express my deepest gratitude. Take this, a token of my thanks. Go on. It's all yours.
Whoa! Final Titanite upgrade. I'm not even close to ready for that, but that's alright, that's in the bag.
Ah, no, please. Go on ahead. I've my own road to take, and a duty to fulfill. Very soon. Ah, no.
Alright, we'll visit the item real quick. Titanite slab, that's a big deal. So it goes Titanite shard, large Titanite shard, Titanite chunk, and then finally Titanite slab, so you go from 9 to 10. And it's a very limited resource, which really limits how many items you can even max out in the game, period. Titanite slab for weapon reinforcement, said to once belong to the gods, reinforces weapons to their highest level. Titanite slabs are smithed materials of the gods, and weapons reinforced with slabs will be admired no less than their precious legendary weapons. So, it seems that we're coming up on the end of Siegward's journey then, because he's always just constantly going somewhere. But he made a point to tell me, like, oh yeah, below here is the Irithyll Dungeon and the Profaned Capital, is what he said when we met him back in the kitchen with his last Estus soup. And now he was imprisoned on his way in here, and now he's saying he has a duty to fulfill. And duty to fulfill is the exact language used whenever you join somebody's game as a friendly ghost and then end up finishing your job. It says duty fulfilled, and then you leave. So that's based on even the game's own language systems. That means that he's coming up on his final task. So it must be related to the boss fight, right? Because that's all that's left down here. Unless there's an area after that, which there could be too. We keep going down, so I'd be surprised if there was even more below us. I guess we're gonna find out pretty soon. Because all that's left right now is to go after the boss.